What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we are jumping into Dawn of DC with Adventures of Superman, Jon Kent, issue number 4. Now, Jonathan Kent, he has been through a lot lately. Most recently, jumping into the multiverse, hunting down Ultraman. And once they finally caught up to him, Jonathan wasn't the one to defeat him. That was Injustice Superman, with Jonathan finding himself in the Injustice universe. He is trying to figure this place out, figure out what is going on. And so he observes, he watches as everything goes on, and he must come to a conclusion. What will he do when he discovers that this world's version of his father, Clark Kent, is on the verge of becoming a dictator? Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up at the Hall of Justice on Earth Injustice. The Injustice Superman is letting Jonathan and the others know that Sinestro has identified a disturbance on the moon of Titan. They plan to go investigate. Now, Jon finds it very weird that Sinestro is friends with the Justice League. And while Cyborg would say that they're more co-workers at the best, Injustice Superman says that Sinestro has been very helpful. But he also tells Jonathan that you gotta stay behind, but that it is very nice to have Jonathan here. At this point, Jonathan is beginning to understand what's been ongoing. This place seems more like a nightmare. This world, this Justice League, this Kal-El. And Jonathan, he just wants to go home. But he doesn't know how, and he can't go home and leave this earth the way it is. This is when he sees Luthor, and so he goes to investigate where Luthor might be going. This is what takes us to Batman and his insurgency underground base. Luthor showing up, he has Ultraman. With Kal-El currently away from Earth, this gives them a small window of opportunity. Now, Lex knows that Ultraman came here to kill Clark. That means he came with a strategy to do so. Lex believes that this is built into the suit. Ultraman's symbol holds the power to hurting Superman. He believes that it can emit something that targets Clark on a cellular level, that it leeches his power. This could be the answer that they have been looking for. This is where Jon makes his appearance, with Batman saying, "Don't let him leave." Jon's a little shocked, thinking that you couldn't really stop me if you wanted to. But when everybody jumps in on him, he lets them all know that he doesn't want to hurt them. And when Batman grabs a hold of him, he tells Batman to wait, but Batman slams him into the ground. And at this point, Jon is so confused. He is wondering why all of them are so strong. As Batman goes in to smash Jon's face, they all are holding him down, but Jon's powers begin to amplify. We see that new power coming out. With a huge surge of energy, he is able to blast all of them away. And when Batgirl goes to jump in on him, he tells Barbara to stop. This puts her at pause. She is shocked that he knows her name. He goes on to say that Nightwing on his world is his mentor, that on his world they are friends. On his world, Babs and Dick are happy together, that they have a puppy that is known as Bitewing. But he tells them that he doesn't want to hurt any of them, not even Batman. He just wants to understand what is going on with this world. This is when Alfred shows up. He makes some tea, everybody calms down, and they begin to have a discussion. Lex is the first one to really speak up. He says that he knows this looks bad, but Lex says that he was a great friend to Clark before all of his falling. He tried to steer him in the right direction, to put him on the right path, and he has remained by his side in an attempt to limit the damage that could be caused. But right now, they could really use his help. But Batman says that this man is not your father. Clark has murdered his child. Catwoman going on to say that we may be angry, but let's not misrepresent what actually happened. The Joker drugged and tricked Superman into killing Lois. He also says that he knows about Dick Grayson, asking Batman, did you push Damian away when he needed you the most? And Batman says nothing. And so Superman of this world, he was right about at least one thing. This is when Jon says that he's not gonna say anything to Kal-El. that there are two sides to every story. And right now, your side has Alfred and Batgirl. This tells me almost everything that I need to know about this situation. But he is not gonna leap into a fight without investigating first. Returning to the Hall of Justice, this is where he is met by Damian. Damian, hiding in the shadows, he is wondering where he has been. The truth is, Damian doesn't trust him. And while Jon tries to say that I know you, that we were once best of friends, that I know how much you love Dick Grayson and what losing your brother could do to you. But Damian, in all of this conversation, he puts a tracker on Jon. He lets him know that if you do anything to hurt Superman, he will carve out his spleen using a kryptonite spoon. Now, Jon knows that there are two sides to every story. Both sides are angry and grieving. He wants to help, but he needs to know more. He doesn't know who to talk to. It appears that everybody he knows that might be on this world, they're involved in some way, shape, or form. But then he thinks, maybe there is someone I can go to. This is what takes us to Gamora. We have the Earth Injustice Jay. Knocking at the window, he tells Jay that I know you don't know me, but in my universe, you do. Of course, Jay is thrown off, thinking, yeah, of course, that's just a normal sentence that someone would hear while a guy is flying outside of his window. But they sit down, they have a discussion. After about 30 minutes or so, Jon has gotten the gist of the story. That it is every bit as bad as you think it is. Probably worse. Superman claims that he's building a utopia, but really, he's turning the whole planet into a prison. That he is a monster. His whole regime, they blindly follow him or they're too scared to stand up to him. In this universe, Green Arrow had been beat to death. Superman had killed Black Canary. The whole world had watched it happen. Batman and his resistance, they are the only things standing against Superman. But Jay does wonder, why did you come to me? Why do you trust me? This is when Jon reveals that on his Earth, they are together. But Jay goes on to ask, are you going to save our world? And Jon says that he will try. Going ahead and taking off, flying out the window. He knows what he has to do, but he doesn't know how to do it. He knows whose side he has to be on. With Superman flying away, Jay hears a knock at the window. Believing that this is Jonathan, he goes to open it up only to find Damian, ready to beat the crap out of Jay. He is demanding Jay reveal, what did you talk about? And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. A relatively quick issue, but definitely moving everything forward for us. What is to come next appears to be Super Son versus Super Son. A Damian versus Jonathan fight. And at this point, Jonathan has come to learn everything that he needs to learn. He knows that Superman of this Earth is wrong. He knows that he is going to have to fight against Kal-El. He is going to take on the entire regime of the Injustice Superman. He is going to align himself with Batman. At least that's what it looks like is about to happen. But will having Jonathan on their side be enough to take down the Injustice Superman? To take down what remains of the Justice League? Will it be enough to take them down? Will it be enough to save this world? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with the Injustice Superman, the Earth Injustice, and Jonathan Kent, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with Superboy. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.